It's the GroupCast podcast, a show about stuff like stupid jokes and Charlie folks and random ass topics. It's the GroupCast podcast, a show about stuff like stupid jokes and Charlie folks and random ass topics with Case and Wes and special guests like Fred and Danny, Kyle, Riley, Lennon's there too. This is their theme song, it's pretty cool. Just don't ask Wes to sing the rest cause he'll forget the words, so sit right down and gather round, but not too close because they were so ugly that everyone died. Podcast.
I did make these special, Erica.
Now he has to use them.
Now I have to.
I'm
Laura
sorry.
just
You
wasted
make them
time.
special and very good looking.
Thank you.
You did good work.
After forgetting how to set up a show, welcome to another.
It's only been 78 hours.
Another seven. Yeah, we're on 79. Another.
You're forgiven.
Welcome to another GroupCast of episode. As always, I am Wes Big.
What's big?
The whole episode's gonna go this way, isn't it? I got this feeling.
It's Bizarro GroupCast.
Tonight's gonna be a strange night.
Tonight's gonna be a strange.
Doctor Strange Night.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
This one wasn't very good.
Have the strange.
Joining this week, Erica
Hello.
and Stacy
I do not know a word.
and Casey.
And I'm thirsty.
I
That's
like
a joke none of you are gonna get.
No,
'Cause it was
because
before, but
Hi,
we realized
thirsty,
we
I'm
fucked
Dad.
up.
It was before I plugged in my microphone.
I'm thirsty. I'm dad.
Oh,
Your dad?
Yeah.
Hi, Dad.
I'm sorry.
That's what I
I will never exceed the maximum gloriousness that your dad's mustache has.
No.
It is fabulous.
It is something.
Okay.
Something.
If you want to know what my dad looks like, look up a picture of Sam Elliott, and
Yes.
then you're done. That's it.
That's
Done.
him. That's his
his
dad.
dad is Sam Elliott.
He
That
was
is true.
mistaken. I told this story, didn't I? He was mistaken as Sam Elliott.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When they were. Oh, we told this story on my podcast, and you were there for it because we had this big
That was
argument.
2 years
That's
ago.
why.
No, well, no, it's funny. They were shooting that movie Gettysburg or something.
yes,
Whatever
yes.
movie that was in
Route
Gettysburg
30.
that he was in. No, that's not it. But
Oh.
that's a good movie, by the way. I think
Yes,
I like
it's a movie.
Yeah.
Route 30. is a
There's
movie.
also a Route 32.
Apparently, it's awful.
Yep.
Route 30 also. I
Yeah,
think that's what it's called.
T-O-O.
Oh, I thought it would just
Yeah,
be
we
like
have them both.
Route 32 as like
The next route
in
over.
the same
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same way they're doing
Yeah.
it. It's just not as
in
good.
the same way they're doing 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
That's
Christ.
sort
Is
of
it Jump Street? I thought it was another street.
It's Jump Street.
It's
Jump.
Jump
It's
Street.
like Junk Street or something. Because you want to live on.
That sounds like a
Junk
porno.
22 Junk
Street. I just
Warrior.
like how Lennon lives.
Yo, reference.
That just sounds like a porno. 22
Let-
Junk Street.
Yeah.
21 Junk Street. Like that. We're gonna have to talk about the night we had around the Thought Light.
The comedy show
Later.
night. Yeah.
But
Oh God.
I just like how Lennon lives around the vicinity of both Easy Street and Excelsior Drive.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Excelsior's down in...
I don't know where either of those roads are.
I have a friend who actually lives in
I've
Excelsior.
lived there for 64 years and I don't know anything past my driveway.
How do you go anywhere?
I actually know very few named roads around where I live.
People laugh at
You
my
live
road
that
being
way.
Rake Factory. Everyone's like...
That is funny.
Oh,
That
you
is
make
funny.
rakes!
There actually used to be rakes at the
Yeah.
bottom of the road.
They actually
Now they sell...
Then they
Bricks.
dug them all up, and now
Now
the
they sell
resources
used,
out.
and
That's
then
it.
they sell dented cans, but that didn't go over so
They
good.
sold dented cans. Was it a con
I've,
service?
I've never heard dented cans be slurred together in such a manner like that.
Dented cans, and now they sell dented furniture. They sell used furniture.
Okay.
$50.
And it's all stuff from the 80s, so it's like going back 30 years, and you're like,
So Gettysburg.
yeah, anyway.
All right. So they were shooting this movie Gettysburg, which had Sam Elliott in it. And this was right around the time that my mom started dating my dad. And my mom was telling her friend Donna all about this guy that she had met. And he looks just like Sam Elliott, is what she's saying. He looks just like Sam Elliott. I think they sold jewelry somewhere near Carlisle, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably a few places do.
Yeah, I think, well, whatever. And Donna was working by herself that one day, and this guy walks in. He goes, I need to buy some jewelry. And she goes, okay. And he goes,
okay.
And he's filling, and he had to do whatever. And she goes, okay, can I get the name? He goes, Sam Elliott. And she goes, yeah. Yeah, sure you are. Oh, yeah. Diane told me all about you. And he goes, okay. And he buys his shit and he leaves. And then my mom comes in the next day and goes, I know you sent him in here to say he was Sam Elliott. And she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. So Sam Elliott did walk in.
Nice.
Wow.
That's pretty great.
See, my dad has never actually been mistaken for Sam Elliott. But Sam Elliott has been mistaken for my dad. That's how alike they look. Yeah.
You don't say that very often.
No.
You look
Which
just
is
like that free fellow.
The other day, I was thinking, is there actually any word that's easier done than said? There actually is.
What?
There's a
That-
word.
It's easier
Was
said
it that
than
sentence?
done.
Because I don't know what the fuck you just said.
You know how
It's easier said than done.
there's the phrase
Easier done than said.
Right.
Easier said than done.
Right.
Well, I thought of a word that's easier done than said.
Oh, okay. That works out
Okay.
better.
It's the word flossinasa nihilipilification.
Excuse me?
Is it
meant-
flossing?
Excuse you.
That's what it
I
sounds like.
screwed that. I kind of screwed that up.
That's okay.
Floxinasa nihilipilification.
Okay. And
Which-
that means?
This is one of those words that nobody uses anymore.
It means nothing.
Oh. That is
What?
that is easier done than said.
It means nothing because you used up all your energy trying to say that fucking stupid word.
Exactly.
Alright, look. Flock of seagulls.
Nautical.
Run so far away.
I forgot where I was going with that. I had like a whole thing
Flock
set
of
up.
seagulls.
Yeah. Oxen, rhinoceros, pharmacist.
That's what that's what you do in a flock of seagulls.
I was in that
You
play.
run-
Flock
you
of
run so far
seagulls,
away.
oxen, rhinoceros, pharmacist.
And that hit song was.
And that hit song was
Nothing.
Rhinoplasty.
Plaster rhino.
Well
Plaster rhino.
Plaster rhino.
Plaster
I
rhino.
I
tried.
saw on my way to a job this week, I saw an entire pasture full of fucking seagulls.
Yeah.
Pasture.
Just
A pasture
of
full
seagulls.
of seagulls.
Was this in Hanover?
Homegrown.
All
Yeah.
the seagulls live in Hanover.
This
I
was
won't
this
eat
was
them any other way.
this was on my
They gotta be
way to
free
New
range.
Holland. But like there was an entire it was like again like nowhere near like any body of water. at
Yeah,
all.
I want to know how they fucking do that all the
That's
time.
like being- that's like
they
being in
covered
Hanover all the
they
time.
covered this
Yep.
pasture so well that I could see them
It looked like it had
before I
snowed.
passed it, and it looked like a pasture full of sheep. And then I passed it, and I'm like,
Those are really tiny
what
sheep.
the fuck is that?
Those are some big seagulls.
Or
Or some
tiny,
really tiny sheep.
Oh,
sheep.
yeah.
Well, no, like from a great distance, like you could see the white, and they look like sheep.
I've finally
And then
seen the white.
I passed them, and then they were
And
seagulls.
then it bad at me.
Yeah.
And then ate my french fries.
I'm sorry, what?
Seagulls eat french fries.
And hot dogs and steel cameras.
They eat everything that you
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
they
just
like,
have at the beach.
they're like the goats of the bird family.
They're the goats of the air.
Air goats. I love that.
Sound like
I love that video.
Ah!
I love that video of the seagull stealing the chips from the
And
convenience
it's
store.
Yeah.
He kind of just like sneaks up in.
I love
He
the
gets the hell out of there.
I love the video of the seagull stealing a guy's GoPro, and he like goes like a couple blocks away and like just
Oh yeah,
like
I've seen that.
just lands on top of a building, and then like has like a sarcastic, maniacal like laugh about it. It just flies away, and the guy's like, "Hey, come back here on my camera!" and lands on the building a couple blocks away. And goes, "Ah ah ah!" And it's like mocking the guy, like, "I stole your camera, bitch."
I've had turkeys laugh at me before.
There was a video.
Yeah, I remember that.
There was a
story.
video of a seagull that went into. They walked in through someone's doggy door and took the cat's food bowl and just walked out the door, and the cat
What?
comes in like.
Oh, I've seen that one. And the cat just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, the cat's just like.
I didn't like it anyway.
There was a GIF I saw. Do you guys say GIF or GIF?
GIF. It's not
GIF.
GIF. That's peanut butter.
Thank you.
Alright.
It's
alright.
GIF.
Some people
I
are-
saw this GIF once. Oh, it was great.
People
I
are
loved
way
it.
It was
too
delicious.
defensive. People are
Delicious.
way too defensive.
I mean, it's
about
graphic.
Yeah.
It's not giraffic. It's graphic.
It's giraffic.
I'm sorry I opened this can
Giraffic
of worms.
Park. Yeah.
I'm sorry I opened this can of worms.
This can of giraffes.
You mean worms.
This can of gifts.
This can of peanut butter giraffes.
One of my favorite gifts of all time. Actually, there's two of them. Because they're edited in such a way.
Who edited gifts?
Giraffe.
Yeah. It's one of a. The first one is one of a goose. Like he's like doing a tap dance. Like
Oh,
really
yeah.
fast, and he has this really satisfied look on his face.
Is that how they made that South Park episode?
So they
With the goose.
edited it.
No one
So
knows.
somebody edited
No.
it. So it said, "Oh yes, motherfucking breadcrumbs."
Yeah.
And it like flashes green and red.
Yeah.
That I have seen,
Yeah.
yes.
I just love
There's
the,
another one.
I just love the duck that's like.
Across the concrete. Oh yeah. You really, because I don't have the ability to write music.
Yeah.
I want to re-employ you to write me "Ducks in the Wind," so I can produce that video.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll fucking
Because
do
it's
it.
gonna be so funny. It's
But yeah.
dust in the wind, but about ducks blowing in the wind. And so.
You're all
So
set.
windy, the geese were flying backwards. It
And
was.
then those giraffes were there.
Yeah. And then just
Giraffic
hitting the
Park.
giraffes.
They're making a new Jurassic
Just
Park.
a single birdie.
It's gonna
in
have,
this
uh,
flock.
It's gonna
That's
have
funny.
B.D. Wong. He was
Okay.
the psychologist in Law and Order SVU.
Okay.
Oh, good for him.
Sure.
The other GIF I really liked that was edited. I don't know why, but this got to the front page of Reddit for whatever reason.
Well, a lot of shit gets to the front page.
What, like a
of
potato?
I don't go to
Reddit.
Reddit.
Somebody
a
posted
potato?
a potato, and that was on the front page.
Was it one that looked like Benedict Cumberbatch? Because if
No.
so, that's
No, was
Potatoes.
it one that said "share this potato as many fucking times"?
Oh,
as you
yeah.
can"?
No, it was just
Yeah.
a potato.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they
But
shared
anyway,
one
no.
that had two eyes. Like,
This one that
I
just
thought it was Instagram.
this one that just somehow got on the front page. It was just a waffle falling over on its side. It was standing up, and I just went. So somebody took that and like played it and reversed it over and over again. Put like some flashy lights that just went party hard.
That's great.
And I just imagine like heavy bass music.
Oh yeah. Never underestimate the creativity of the internet.
yeah.
I love it.
The internet will do everything, which is good and horrible at the same time.
Yes, it is.
That's
Yeah.
why Goatsy is popular.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Imgur.
Do you want to know?
I've
Let's
heard of it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's know.
People are dying.
Look it
I
up.
heard we're talking
They-
about goatsy.
Yeah.
They're coming to get us.
Uh-oh. No, because I said Jurassic Park.
Let me put
Okay, bye.
Very fire
Giraffe-potamus?
trucks.
What?
Jurassic Park.
Giraffe-opotamus.
Yeah.
Giraffic Park.
Yeah. I have a picture of that on my phone.
Giraffic Park.
Giraffic Park.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought I was being.
Oh, I
You guys
thought
have
I
heard
made
the
that up. Never
melodica
mind.
version of the Jurassic Park theme,
God
right?
damn that thing! I watched
Yeah.
that.
Love that video.
I watched it expecting it to be funny, and I hate it.
It is funny.
I know it's funny, but
There's
I
like
hate
5
it.
of them of different stuff where that guy just plays.
And you just
stuff.
did it terribly.
Jurassic Park.
Show the class what
Balls.
you've done.
I didn't see it.
No, nobody can see it on the video.
I'll link it later.
Okay, all right. Put it on screen right now.
You shall be linked.
Link.
There you go. So I was listening to the Rooster Teeth podcast the
Yes.
other day. I thought about this because they just talked about the GIF thing like 2
Yeah.
episodes ago. Or
It's
whatever.
not a big deal. Just
It's
do
not.
it.
It's not.
It's really not. They, as in Bernie,
Yeah.
They burning.
told one of Keith Paradise's jokes
Did that.
on the
Really?
podcast. Like, it was just a conversation they were having, and he said it. It was actually almost word for word, to be honest with you. And it was about how there's always that one weird guy in every group who knows the age of consent in every state.
I was gonna
We're
say-
going to Vegas. Oh, you know the age of consent there is 16. No, I didn't.
Why
'Cause
would
I
I
got
need to?
weird.
I was going to say if there was one that we'd recently talked about,
Yeah.
that would be further evidence that they know about us.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I
I don't know if they actually know about us and if we've gotten to that level of understanding, if they care.
I doubt it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know.
I told last night one of my brother's friends came over, and like his
Did he have
friend.
a mustache?
No, he doesn't. He wishes he could grow a beard,
Did
but
he
he
go to
can't.
Jurassic Park?
No.
Did he look like Leonardo DiCaprio?
No. I will get to that eventually today.
Oh, we have that on our topic set?
Yeah.
Oh.
He loves me more than he loves my brother, like as a friend.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
And I
That's
forget
more than
I forget how exactly we started talking about it, but like we were talking about like sexy women and everything, and like I have a friend, I guess you could call him a friend. It's a friend of a friend who's a comedian, and he's got a joke, and I proceeded to tell him about Keith's
Old man
yoga.
chewing?
No, the
That was
yoga.
fantastic. Why hasn't he brought that up again?
It's only been a week.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
told
it was
him
a terrible joke. That's why.
I told him Keith's yoga pants joke.
Yeah.
Where he was in the aisle of the store and this lady was bent over getting something off the bottom shelf. She was in yoga pants. It's like, wow, God really likes me today. And then she stands up and turns around. She's pregnant. He backs up and goes,
Nope.
whoa!
Nope, wrong again.
She's like, what the hell are you looking at? He says, apparently cause and effect. He thought it was fucking hilarious.
That is
Well, it's a great show.
I know. Like he laughed harder than I laughed at Heath Walkemeyer my first time.
Can we talk about that now?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I have the video. I can upload it.
Oh, that'd be
nice.
great.
Yeah.
So, the folks at home,
Fox!
The facts at home.
you know, the folks at home may not know about Charlie either, since we've
well.
gone video and iTunes and probably have new folks at home.
New
They
Fox!
might not know about Charlie. That's right.
Regardless.
Go listen to other
We'll
stuff.
talk
old
about
stuff.
Charlie, hopefully never again. But so there was a guy at the comedy place
At the comedy.
named Heath Walkemeyer who looks like Casey on drugs for 40 years.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah,
see
he
it.
does.
I don't see it.
I do.
But
No,
I'll
it's
agree with
there.
you.
It's
Everybody
there.
else does. You're just in denial.
You are in
I think
denial.
I may just be.
That's a
First
good
step
thing.
is
That's
to
okay.
admitting it.
No, you don't have to take any steps. You're all right.
Hi, I'm Casey. Hi, Casey.
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 And I look like Heath Walkemeyer.
I'm
And
so
I'm
sorry.
Heath Walkemeyer.
It's okay. We're here to
And
help.
I'm Batman. I'm Spider-Man. Alright, so this dude is drugged out as fuck, and he is the local hero. I don't know how that happened, but he's the local
He's
hero.
the local breadliner.
He is the
It's
bloodliner.
because he's inbred.
Aha.
Aha.
Here's the basics that you have to know about this guy. He's a drugged out comedian, and he tells a lot of puns,
Yes.
mostly pertaining to bread.
Mostly horrible.
He has a bread suit that he wears often.
He
And
made a
it's,
bread suit, and he has several of them. He doesn't only have one, and
Yeah.
they shrink every time he makes a new one.
Yeah, they seem to
Goes
get
from-
smaller
goes
as he
from
goes.
this big
I
to
wonder if
now,
he's
like,
trying to tell us something.
Well,
Next
the
to me
loaves are
coming out
getting more
eating a-
expensive.
Yeah.
So to compensate, companies are making their bread smaller.
Oh, okay. It's a political
He's
statement.
being topical, yeah. Which sounds just like Heath, yeah.
Of
Being
course.
topical, yeah. Talking about a fucking lady with a beaver on her leg.
Which isn't even a joke.
It's not a joke, no. It's really
I don't understand
It's
it.
really not. So Heath, the local town hero, was absent from the comedy place on Tuesday. Therefore,
We thought he died.
we always think he's dead.
We always-
Yeah.
yeah. He's always
Therefore, we determined that we needed a fill-in. So we
Who
got
thought of it?
we got his drugged out
I
kid.
thought it was you.
dead. They're gonna
It
be like
wasn't
an
my
alligator
idea.
in a minute.
I don't know whose idea
I
it was.
just jumped aboard.
Oh, there's a ghost here. That's
Oh,
okay.
ghost, get
That
out.
door just sprung open. If it wasn't for that bungee cord, it would be windy.
Excuse me?
Now,
It is windy.
That's why it's
There's
far
like a tornado outside.
we decided to get
We're in a
Casey
barn.
to fill
Yeah, we're in a
in
barn. Good luck.
for
Makes sense.
our drugged out comrade.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was great. It was very
I
good.
think I did a good job.
I thought it was
Spot
excellent.
on.
Yep,
Yeah, you did.
it was very good.
See, I've never tried an impression of him, which is why I wasn't sure if I was going to pull it off.
I don't know who did a better job. You actually doing it on stage, or him helping you in the back and doing
Yeah.
all the hand motions and everything.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
guiding.
Stacy recorded it,
Yeah.
so I hear you just like, got me on the wooden leg.
Oh god.
proud dad just like sitting on the edge of your seat like,
You know,
you can do it, son.
that's really what I was thinking.
Yeah, he was.
When I
As he
back
was
there.
doing this,
And I
Just
kept going,
going all over
Yeah.
the.
he's pulling more, and you'd be like, haha, go, yeah!
Yep.
and like I noticed like he's more. You gotta. You gotta keep doing that. Just do it. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was great.
So yeah, I'll post that sometime.
Excellent. I'm
and the
excited
host
to
actually
see.
introduced you as Heath Walker.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's like he's wearing a different costume than he normally does. And it was funny, like it's funny because every time I go there so often, and I'm friends with Lennon, and I'm friends with everybody who goes here, and they've all watched my animations pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
They have no idea who I am.
You know, that's actually very true.
And now they know you as Heath and not even Casey.
At the age, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because your uncle's not a terrible comedian trucker.
Yeah, that's the only reason they know
I'm
you.
so sorry.
You've made a name for yourself.
Over the house.
You
So
have a trash
close.
can right there.
But that was no fun.
And now you gotta pick that up, and it's everywhere.
It's standing straight up.
Oh my god, it
It's
is.
standing straight up.
Fuck you. Get out.
And not only did I rev it, but it landed straight
Get out.
up. Well, I've accomplished everything I need to. I will see you folks later.
Bye.
I'm coming back.
He didn't accomplish everything.
My keys are falling out of my pocket.
Alright.
Get in my pocket, keys. Hey, what's up?
Pocket
Keys.
Welcome to the podcast.
Keys.
Keys.
So yeah, nobody knows who I am, and yet everybody was like, "Why don't you do stand-up more often?" Like at least three
We
people.
think that.
At least 3 people said that.
Well, you could use that as a starter. Like you walk up on stage like, "Hi, my name is Casey." Not that it matters because no one's gonna know who I am after
Yeah.
the end of this. People ask me, "Why don't you do more comedy?" Because no one knows who I am.
what I want to do is like,
That's why the rest of us do comedy.
no, like the first time I get up there, I'll be like,
Hashtag sad truth.
"Hi, I'm Casey." Nobody knows who I am. People tell me I should start doing comedy. Okay.
And here I am.
I feel like every time I hear a comic like get up on stage, "Hi, my name is Casey. My name is Manny." I just feel like, "Hi,
Hi,
Manny."
Manny.
It's like it's
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You know,
It's
it really
like-
is like a support group.
yeah.
I say it internally whenever
I-
everyone does it.
I feel like Angie's is essentially a comedian support group.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like Heath said, like I forget how long ago it was now. Like it's just the same 12 comedians telling the same jokes
About
They
killing
have-
themselves.
Yeah.
How shitty their life is.
just to each other, and like maybe there's like 1 or 2 other people there.
I think Keith takes the
Yeah.
cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keith.
I think this
The
barn
roof's
is
gonna
falling
blow off.
apart.
Yeah, it's going.
But
This barn structurally sound.
I
And it's meant to withstand winds at 5 miles an hour. We're fucked.
Whoa.
It's up to
6.
16.
Don't turn on that fan. Whatever you do.
Ah!
Turn on the fan, the whole back wall falls.
That's
it's not even a real barn.
That's a
like,
door.
It's just a green
it's
It's
all
just
just
a prop.
cardboard.
It's just a green screen. We're outside.
Yeah. We're in space.
We're on the streets. We're on the streets
just
of
floating.
Philadelphia.
Ew, Philadelphia.
Where everybody knows your name.
Get the fuck out of my way, faggot. Hey, that's my name. No, it's not.
That guy knows my name. Yeah.
I like Steve's.
Steve's.
Steve.
I like Steve's.
It wasn't an outro. Just like when he came back up after you were done.
Yeah.
It's like I was so hoping that Heath would actually walk in
Oh,
and
that
he just
would have been nice.
he gets so pissed off. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It took me 16 years to perfect my act, and now he just comes up and does it after what? Fuck you guys! I'm going home.
I'm gonna go under my trailer. Make my meth. Under the trailer.
Steve, we have to cook.
Oh, we have to cook.
Oh, that's
Amber was.
terrifying.
I told this on an earlier podcast. Amber, who's been on the show before,
Yes.
we talked about how we got in a predicament where we just one of my tires just got utterly destroyed,
Mhm.
and we needed the help of
Tire?
her. What?
Turn.
Tire?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the tire.
Tire.
Yeah, the tire iron.
The iron tire.
Your iron tire.
It goes click, 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 click,
Oh
click.
yeah, brother.
We required the help of her dad, who, by the way, looks exactly like Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
And she was telling me the other day, I was looking at a picture of me and my dad. I was like, why is Walter White in this picture with me? And then it dawned on me.
Oh dear.
Talking about Heath being Walter White.
No.
The first thing was, I am the one who. It's terrifying.
There needs to be a bread pun in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm
in bread.
I'm in bread.
Steve, we have to rise.
There you go.
That show's terrible.
Speaking of you looking like Heath and Amber's dad looking like Bryan Cranston,
Okay.
I've come to the realization. Not only have I finally realized that like when I like go out, like on a good day like today, when I go out places,
Okay.
and I get ready, it seriously takes me like 20 minutes to like comb and groom my beard. I've also learned that if like
Alright.
Excuse me.
porn.
Charles Barkley is 55 away from 10,000.
Damn.
It's not just no.
She said turbo, and I went, I wonder if it's in 10,000 yet.
I've also come to I've also found out like for years, like since I've started to put my hair back after high school,
Yeah.
like when I leave it, like I usually wear a hat all the time, and when I take my hat off and after a
You
certain
haven't been wearing your
Yeah.
hat as of late.
for a certain duration of time.
You're becoming less and less like your
Les West.
animation.
I know.
characters.
Less West.
He's
Less
becoming
West.
less
Hopefully
West.
soon I can get another
Big
hat
Les
that's not
West.
that.
Big Les, what?
Yeah. But people have told me like after a duration of time without my hat, like after wearing my hat all day, like my hair just like has this like natural wavy part,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, oh, you look like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic. I've come to find out that if I were to shave everything but like this, so like just keep that, I would look like Leonardo DiCaprio's fat twin. So I think I'm gonna legally.
You just have to like grab one of those really long cigarettes. Just
Yeah. I feel like I should now legally change my name to Lardonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Lardonardo Fat Caprio.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Lardonardo.
I almost said DiCaprio.
That's gonna be my firstborn.
We have to fap. Okay, that was
I'm
weird.
going now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
should
better
go.
get out of here. You're gonna. Everyone's coming.
This place is like a brothel with all the coming and going.
Such coming.
I love
Many
that.
goings.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny.
Oh, goddamn.
Speaking of stuff that's fucked up,
Go,
No.
go ahead.
go ahead, Stacy.
Okay.
Stacy.
So, this guy was at a male strip club.
Wasn't it in Vegas?
I don't know where it
I don't
was.
remember.
But,
It was at a strip club.
yeah, it was at a strip club.
Just pick
And
one.
whilst the dancers were dancing, shaking their junk in people's faces.
I do that.
I just imagine like
It's like a grandfather clock down there.
I'm gonna mushroom your face.
But yeah, while they're dancing and doing that, the guy goes backstage, steals stuff from their lockers, and then he gets caught in the act by one of the naked strippers.
Is this
So he
is
fucks
this a patron of the strip club or
we can only guess
a
it's
proprietor
patron.
of?
A
Yeah,
patron.
I think
Okay.
it's a patron.
Proprietor.
Proprietor.
And the guy,
I'm the proprietor of this strip club.
This is probably happening during the time of some stripping. So yeah.
yeah. So when the guy got caught, he freaked out and pulled a gun.
And came.
But
Wherever it was.
yeah, wherever he was hiding it, probably up his butt.
That would be the only place it wasn't up his dick.
No, it just looked like a gun.
Dick penis.
Is that a gun in your
Dick penis,
is that
I
a
mean-
gun in your crotch or are you about to shoot me?
I said,
No, it's my
I
penis.
said
Both.
dick penis. I meant to say penis
I don't
gun.
know. I forgot where I was going with that.
But no, like he pulls out a gun, starts shooting. He hits a stripper in the face with a bullet because he shot it. And then
It all adds up, yeah.
He shot it.
One is
3.
4.
Yeah.
3.
But then he gets tackled.
1.
give
I am
you
1 year old.
3.
But then he gets tackled by some naked guys, and he gets arrested, and his only reason for that was meth.
Wait, what kind of strip club was he in?
The meth club.
A guy's strip club.
Oh!
The meth
Or
club.
ladies club, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Chippendales.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
ones.
Okay.
Meth and
Alright.
I've shopped there.
No, that's where Heath gets
I'm
his
sure
supplies.
you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
By the way,
Where else are you gonna get an Erlenmeyer flask and vinegar at the same time?
I know, right?
Oh.
By the way, I John Travolta, Lardonardo DiFatrio.
Yeah.
It's Leland Daveries.
There you go. I
Wait.
need to legally
Do
change my
do
name.
my
to
name. I know
Leland
my first
Davis.
name's supposed
Yeah,
to
you
be
never did
Eleanor.
my name either. Like,
Okay.
It's
on that
I've never done anybody on this couch.
podcast, you were like, who else do we know?
I thought we did.
Not Casey.
Who else do we know?
I'm
Even
sorry.
your friends forget who you are.
I thought we did.
You guys disappoint me.
I know. I'm Eleanor
Scardner.
Scardner.
Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor
Yeah.
Rigby. Eleanor Scardner.
Yep.
Instead of Erica Swart.
Alright.
Apparently, he like feels obviously he feels really bad for screwing up
I blame Xenu.
the name. He sent her
Get it?
like
Because he's a Scientologist.
he sent her
Adele
a
Dazeem.
big bouquet of flowers and he emailed her and now they're like best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Adele Dazeem.
Adele
Um,
Dazeem.
Yeah.
Adina
You are
Menzel.
now Christy Carter. You're welcome.
And
That sounds
Stacey.
like a
What was
mascot.
your name?
Yeah. I don't
Like
remember
crispy
what it was.
crunchy
You gotta
or
look up.
something.
You gotta look up Wes's.
Okay.
I want to know.
What's your
his-
last name? I don't know.
Harris. Harris.
Harris.
I did
I know that.
Her.
Last name her.
I didn't know
Are
that.
you
Go
sure
to
you
on
turning
Facebook.
Oh yeah, I
Stacey.
love you.
I
Are you
forgot that I
turning into
did
Sam
that.
Elliott now? Where's her?
Did you ever hear about that interview that he had for The Big Lebowski where why the guy asked him, so why are you in this movie? And he goes, I don't know.
Now here's what I want you to do. At some point with this thing, what's it called?
The John Travolta name generator.
Yeah.
John Travolta name generator. Just put a name in there. Take the name that you get, put it back in, and just see how many times.
Yeah.
Just like put it in
Yeah.
a temporal loop and just see
Interesting.
what
Oh, I
happens.
forget what it's
And you
it's
finally
called.
get your actual name.
By the way, you're Sandy Harvest.
And what's Wes again?
Well, we're getting there.
people do that with song lyrics.
Yeah.
They take song lyrics and they put them into Google Translate
Yeah.
and they translate them into like German and then they translate the German into Spanish and
Yeah.
the
One
Spanish
of my
into
favorite
something
versions
else.
of that is they took the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
And they actually sang it on screen.
Yeah.
It was great.
You are Wallace Lowing.
that's right.
Look up, you guys.
I'm
look
gonna
up,
look up Wallace Lowing now.
Yeah, I
And
was
see
gonna
what
say,
happens.
look up CDZA. They're a YouTube channel that
Yeah.
does just music experiments, and
Yeah.
they're all really great.
Wallace Lowing turns into William Yowing.
Just keep doing
I'm doing
that.
it. Yeah, I'm on it.
while
gonna be
you're
good.
doing
You can keep
that,
talking, and every once in a while, I'll just yell out a name.
while you're doing that,
That's what sex is, right?
Wilson Lowing. Go on.
that's my brother. There is I forget what airline it is, but there's a Japanese
Malaysia.
airline.
Oh, I love this.
Warren Yowing. Go on.
Just wait until he's done. We'll see,
Okay.
we'll see where you've gotten.
There's a Japanese airline. It was like exclusive Japanese airline.
Yeah.
Is now expanding and they're going international. And the commercial that they produced for them going international is two Japanese gentlemen standing in front of a window at an airport looking out on the runway, and they're talking to each other about going international, expanding, and everything. And the one says, "Well, how we need to change the face of the Japanese people. How are we going to do that?" And the camera pans
Surgery.
over. The camera pans over to the guy he's talking to, and the guy he's talking to is standing there with a blonde wig and a big fake nose, and he goes, "I don't know." And it pans over to the other guy, and the other guy says, "That is such a Japanese response." And
I
they're
think that's brilliant.
they're getting backlash because it's apparently racist.
Yeah, I don't
Fuck them.
understand.
And I sat there and I laughed so hard
That's
at
like,
it.
that's like a
sounds
gift
hilarious.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Everything's racist.
I laughed so hard. I'm like, that's not racist. That's fucking hilarious. That's such a Japanese
It's
response.
it's hilarious.
Okay, that's just a.
Yeah.
I
Now-
unfortunately already found the temporal loop.
Oh,
You put in Wilson Yoing, you get Warren Lowing. You put in Warren Lowing, you get Wilson Yoing. And it just keeps going.
you're gonna have to like try something else.
Put in a random name then.
The,
Put in
Leon-
Adele Dazeem and see what
No,
you get.
that's it. I'm gonna do that.
Leon Kandinsky.
Wait, I'm gonna put in what the fuck her actual name is.
Adina Menzel.
Spell that.
Dina
I-D-I-N.
Zell.
Yeah, well, Menzel was how it sounds.
Okay,
And I
maybe
think
it's
it's
in the article.
I-D-I-N-A.
Everybody get out their laptops.
I-D-I-N-A.
I-D-I-N-A.
And then Menzel. M-E-N-Z.
Z-O.
Z-E-L.
Yeah.
Turns into Adele Dazeem. Okay.
Well, that obviously had to be the basis for the
Yeah.
entire program.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just checking to see if they crossed
Apparently
their
he
eyes and
fucked up a
dotted
name
their
last
T's.
year, too.
Cro-
Yeah.
You mean cross their eyes?
They
cross
cross their
eyes.
eyes.
He messed
That
up.
was terrible. I'm sorry, that was racist.
He messed up Les Miserables. I don't even remember how he said that.
Adele Dazeem.
Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
Argyle Visa.
Argyle sucks.
That's great.
That's fun. I'm done playing.
Aw, that's fun. That's a fun.
We'll do it off
Yes.
off camera.
Yeah.
But I feel like the only way you can like at all find this commercial racist is if you immediately think, oh my god, he has a big fake nose. He's obviously pretending to be Jewish. That would make you a racist because you think big fake nose means Jewish people.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I
No.
don't know. That's my view on it. I think it's hilarious and people are stupid.
Hilarious.
A lot of people, like we were saying last episode, people are way too uptight about the smallest trivial things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's,
Go on Tumblr, you see it all the time.
Potatoes. Everywhere.
Here's
That's
what
like, that's like the people exploding over that Phelps guy from Westboro Baptist Church.
Fred Phelps dying.
Yeah, I didn't care enough to remember his first name. But how people are like, you know...
I just wanted to call him Fred Fox.
Michael Phelps.
Well, it's like people were saying, like, you know, obviously he stood out at the churches and he said, you know, everyone deserves to die and everything, and how we shouldn't do that because we're no better than them. And everyone's like, that's not right! They did terrible things, so now we gotta be mean to him! It's gotta happen! You shut up now!
Why do I feel like
And that
the
fight is
Westboro?
just ongoing.
Why do I feel like the Westboro Baptist Church is just the biggest trolls in history?
Yeah.
They are.
The only reason they're doing it
Other
is to get
churches
attention.
hate them.
Yeah, they're only doing it to get attention.
Yeah.
Publicity and all that.
Well, no, because if you don't like protest his funeral or like be dicks, you're the bigger person. Not only because you're still alive,
Yeah.
but
I'm wondering
because
how
it's
many...
the
I'd
right
rather
thing
mock
to do.
I'm wondering how
honestly.
many people are going to protest his funeral. I know a bunch of people are planning on going. And other people are like,
I heard
no,
they were
man, you
just gonna
shouldn't do
throw a
that.
gay pride parade.
Just,
He was gonna throw a gay podcast.
Yeah.
just stop. Everybody just stop being stupid.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
never gonna
I-
happen, but yeah.
No, never.
I wanna say I can't wait for it, but I know it's not gonna happen because there's not enough of those people. But,
I
like-
sense a low dia coming
What do you
on.
mean by those people?
Those people.
The Westboro Baptist
Yes,
people
I
that
know.
are just like, I'm a Westboro Baptist person.
Hell, Hitler.
I don't know.
Hi, Hitler.
Oh,
yeah, more
Wait,
or
no,
less.
that's Hi
Yeah.
Hitler.
Hi Hitler.
Hitler, I have a question.
Goodbye Japan. Anyway, I forgot. Like how when Paul Walker died, or like a couple years ago when Ryan Dunn
Too
died.
fast,
Yeah.
too soon.
Everyone,
That was
everyone's
too
like,
fast, too soon.
everyone's like, yeah, Paul Walker died. We all know him, but what about the guy he was with? Or like when
Yeah,
Ryan Dunn
yeah,
died, we
yeah.
all know Ryan Dunn, but what about the guy he was with that also died? Like he wasn't famous. He
We don't
wasn't
know who
whatever.
that guy was.
We don't know who he died. Like who he was, but
who
he died.
he died.
Yeah, but
What time
like,
you said it was? Pizza.
11, obviously.
had
I said
pizza.
it was pizza.
But like
Pizza.
for some reason, I just expect like people to be like other people, like thousands of people die every day and no one knows who they are. But this guy dies and like the
Yeah, because people know who he is.
yeah, it's like the fucking thing with the Joker, like thousands of people die
Heath.
every day and
Heath.
and no one bats an eye, but Fred Phelps dies and everyone goes
Do
fucking
you know
insane.
why that is?
'Cause
Because
he's
somebody
terrible?
dies
Yeah.
that nobody knows, and
But-
it affects friends and family. Somebody dies that is world famous, and it affects friends, family, and
And
every
everyone
fan
in the
that
world.
they have.
Yep.
It's, you know, the circle of effect.
But
Go fuck yourself, person who goes, no one else gets that much attention. No one else is that fucking famous, dick face.
I'm not one of those people. I'm just saying, like I expect it to happen, but I know it's not. But like it also like upsets me. Like I have a friend who like not immediately after Paul Walker died, but it was like a few weeks after we were talking about something, and Paul Walker ended up coming up in conversation, and she just like not broke down, but she got like upset, like, oh, me and Paul Walker we're gonna get married and like everything. And I'm like, you never gave a fuck about Paul Walker before, up until now. How can you sit here and tell me that bullshit?
How dare you stand where he stood?
Like it only happens when like someone of that caliber like has something bad happen to him.
Right.
Then people are like, "Oh my God, he was so great." You don't know who he is.
No, I didn't know.
You have no like. She's never watched any of the Fast and Furious movies.
I only saw him in Joyride.
I
don't think I've seen him in anything.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I knew him from.
My
And I
wife
knew he
would
was
understand
in Fast and Furious. I just never. I saw the first one maybe.
Yeah. But she has no idea who this guy was, other than she knows of the Fast and Furious series.
Yeah.
She knows that he was in it, but she has no idea who he is. She's never seen the movies.
Yeah.
She knows of him, but knows not of who he was.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
That was a decent save.
That was
a decent save.
That was the other. That's like flipping the coin a little bit.
Yeah.
Another thing that annoys me is when people are like, "Oh, this person's so beautiful. I'm going to marry them," and they're famous.
Yeah.
Like, you're never ever even going to talk to this person
Yeah.
for maybe more than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't stop saying that.
What?
Like, for example, your sister has a list on the refrigerator saying, "I'm single, but that's okay because I'm theoretically married to this list of gentlemen right here."
This loop of
This
people.
loop of gentlemen
They're in
right
a
here.
circle. She brought him up on the
They're all
John
holding
Travolta
hands.
name generator.
Yeah.
And got him in a circle.
Like, that really annoys me when people say that, "I'm going to marry Justin Bieber." No, you're not.
No, he will
You're
die
not.
right now.
Yeah, no, but speaking along like fan bases
That's
and
what a knife
stuff,
sounds
Yeah.
like.
like with fan bases, what I find really annoying is people who is idiots out there who try to say that you're not a fan because you don't wear this and this and you don't listen to this and this.
Like you in the scarf.
I went on Tumblr one day. Some girl posted this huge fucking thing about the Tom Baker scarf for the Fourth Doctor and how anyone who does not wear the
Doctor
exact
what?
colors. Anyone who doesn't wear the exact colors is not a true fan, and if she ran into someone like that in the street, she would scream at him while she tore their scarf to shreds because they're not true fans.
It's a bunch of shit.
So I wrote this huge thing back to her, and all her response was, "No one asked for your opinion," and then posted a gif of this lady rolling her eyes. And
I believe you're on the internet, lady.
I'm pretty sure you posted that wanting response.
Also, it probably would have been better if you had not said anything, just ignored it.
Nah, fuck her.
No, because
Fuck her, she's a cunt.
I made a valid argument, and then all she could say was, "I didn't ask you."
That
I'm
and
You know that
That's
if that
what
would have
they
been a
do.
face-to-face conversation, that's where she like slowly backs away.
Yeah.
that and if you didn't experience this, you didn't have a childhood.
Yeah. That's why I liked how they changed. Like, if you had this, you remember the '90s, and it's like, and then it showed like a ball with a stick. You guys remember the '20s?
Yeah.
That was the hoop and the stick.
Yeah.
How is that a game? What do you even do?
You roll this
roll the
circle,
hoop
and then
with
you
the
keep
stick.
hitting it with the stick, and you just
Yeah.
run all over the street.
Yeah.
How do I know that? I watched a lot of old movies, and I've
Yeah.
seen it happen.
I know what
Or
the
like-
concept
yeah.
is,
Or
but
like how only
I'm
80s
asking
kids will remember
why.
this, or only 90s kids will remember this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I fucking like listen to like 50s music,
Yeah.
and like
You
my
should remember it.
yeah, I remember it because
what's funny is that the 50s kids
Yeah.
don't remember it
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. I remember that song. It was no, you don't, Grandma.
Shut up. You were there, but you don't remember.
Yeah.
You're not a true '50s kid. Shut up.
Yeah, you start singing like 4 different songs all grouped together. It's like that's not even right. Like that middle one isn't even a song. Like you're just describing
So
play.
now I want to take this to the nth degree, and be like,
Instagram.
"Nth degree."
Instagram.
Instagram.
I want to take this to Instagram.
You guys know I
Well,
can't
I'll
talk
post it.
stuff. Stop it.
Why
Don't
can't
make fun of
we
Casey.
talk today?
I don't know.
It's
And that's me.
impossible.
That's me every
Because
day. I'm
Erica
passing
is
it
not
on.
alcohol.
I want to take it to the nth degree and be like, if you lived in the time, then you know how much of a dick Adam was.
Yeah.
If you lived in insert time here, then you
Then
were.
you remember
Insert-
object.
yeah.
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 I remember that.
Yeah.
I do.
Look at that.
I hate those things. I fucking hate those.
Yeah.
You know how many?
I think I liked it when they first
unbelievably-
came out, but then after that I was like I was interested in when they first came out, but now they've just taken it way too far.
I'm annoyed about how many dumbass Facebook or not groups, but like pages there are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That are like 4 sentences long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
share the same pictures that and thoughts that every other 4-sentence long Facebook page
Yeah,
shares.
I like one called
They
Grapes.
are the
There
worst.
was a guy that I used to follow on YouTube who was like, yeah, I'm really tired of all these, so I'm going to make a page that everyone can agree with. I've created the page not being constipated. Because I think that everyone can agree
Everybody should like that.
that no one
Okay.
likes being constipated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
They're so
liked.
fucking dumb. How do people find these things?
Yeah.
Don't you have to like search them for them to show up? Who's like, you know what joke I really like? The one about the chicken crossing the road. Does Facebook have a page on that? And then
That's
I
like
fucking
the-
find it.
That
And I get, and I get
in
to see
my room and now I
SpongeBob
can't
pictures
find
all day.
anything.
It's great.
Or like something like, I don't like when she says, "Are you okay?" and I say nothing, and she gets mad at me because she knows something is wrong.
400,000 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
Dumbass.
we all know you wanted to try a
Fucking
Krabby Patty. 5 million.
Yeah. God.
I
It's
don't
not
like
a
all that.
page. It's a thought.
Yeah.
That should be one of the posts floating around, to be
And then
honest.
no one
with
ever
you.
posts on it. You
Yeah.
just go there and you're like, well, I like this.
I like
There it
none
is.
of those things. I don't even like a lot of my friends' things. They'll say
Yeah.
like, you should like this page. You give me a reason to like
And
that.
then
page.
You know what
I
I love
like
about
that page.
Facebook? I'll have a friend who has a kid. A week later, everything on my wall is, I'll stand up for my kids. No one gets in the way of my kids. I'm the best mom ever. I don't need anyone but my
I
kids. I'm
think-
like,
I think we should talk about all the friends that
And
you
then-
have
Oh
that
my
have
God.
kids.
And then
There's so many
you're
of 'em.
friends with your friend's kid, and immediately after your friend is like, "I'm the best mom ever," the kid goes, "I hate my parents. They don't feed me."
I want you to tell everyone about some of the people that you know with kids.
oh, I'll have to tell you
Let's
one.
point out the fact first that most of Stacy's friends have kids and they're the same ages.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
Or
with kids.
younger.
Or yeah,
I knew a girl my age who just had her 6th kid.
that's terrifying.
She's 23 and just had her 6th kid.
But
And she
that's-
only has 2 of them.
That's terrifying.
The rest are with the other dads.
These people need euthanized.
And she
It almost makes logical. Well,
It almost makes logical.
It almost makes logical sense going like rewinding back to almost the beginning, since we're talking about like
We've gone
Peop-
full circle.
people our age having like 17 kids.
yeah.
When I was
That was something they did 100 years ago, not now.
when I was born, Leonardo DiCaprio was 18.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could be his child
you could be.
because I kind of resemble him, only fat.
Okay, yeah. Talk about that. The thing.
What's our
I just want to
Talk
Like
about the thing.
Bring it
like
up.
the
Do
thing
the
we saw,
LMZ.
like the thing that we saw last
the
night,
Oh
LMZ.
God!
where the girl was like, "I think this may have been the best picture I've ever taken of my son."
You can't even find him in the picture.
It's
Where
like-
is he?
it's
There's
like-
a picture of Full Metal Alchemist on the TV. What the hell? Where is the baby?
Oh my God! It's the television.
It was
I
funny.
knew it.
It was funny because it was like playing Where's Waldo. Like center screen was a window and it was really bright out, but it was really dark inside. So we're like, where is it? And we saw these. It's like in the one corner in like one of those
He's wearing like a
booster
red and
seats.
white
Yeah.
striped thing.
Yeah. He's
Glasses.
He's covered in blankets. You can only like barely see his face. This is the best picture I've taken today.
That's like the people who take pictures of pictures and post it, and it's so blurry you don't even
Yeah.
know what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my family.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like-
we spent like 20 minutes last night just like laughing
Where's
at,
Waldo?
at people's stupid pictures they
Oh,
post
yeah.
of their
Oh my
babies.
God!
And go.
I defriend people over that shit.
And they all look like aliens. Seriously, all their babies are aliens.
Going back to
Who
the
do you know?
pages and everything, aliens.
I
all my friends are aliens.
I like 2 different pages on Facebook. Like, they're completely
Only
different. No, this is an example. I like 2 different pages on Facebook. They're completely different.
That's what
I
pages
swear
are.
to God that they're run by the same person.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Because one would post a picture, and then like 5 minutes later, the other will post the same picture. And then like the next day, the first one would repost the picture that they posted the day before. And like I like sometimes like there's some really good pictures that I saved to my phone, and then like I'll just like troll Tara with a bunch of stupid pictures.
Nope.
I go back like I will go back through entire albums of these pages, and the amount of fucking reposts, like there's a post and then a repost and then a third repost of the same fucking picture.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck, people? You can't get your shit together. That you're
I wanted to make sure
triple posting the same thing in a row.
That is you just described the entirety of Imager.
Yeah.
Because that's all it is.
Imgur.
Yeah, Imgur.
Imgur.
Yeah, I don't know why websites like
IMGUR. Imgur.
Can I tell you the worst
No, you can't.
thing
Go ahead.
that can happen on Facebook between 2
Everything?
people in a relationship?
Oh no.
It's when
I know. I already know where this is going.
it's when she has a profile picture of him, and he
Oh
has
yeah.
a profile picture
Yeah.
of her.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Which one are you? I don't know.
It's the
I can't
worst.
tell.
It's
I
the
am
worst.
him.
Or
Got sex changes.
when they both have the same picture.
Yeah, I've had that too.
Yep.
That's pretty bad.
It was when Riley and Ivy were together. They both had the same picture for like 3
And
months.
you're like, who am I talking to?
And I would go message Riley for something, and he like one of them would be online.
Yeah.
And it was the picture. I'm like, I don't know who this is. And like,
Who are you?
I'm like, oh, Riley's online. I go to click it, and it's like, you're now talking to Ivy. I'm like, I don't want to talk to her. I want to talk to Riley.
You don't know until the message screen pops up.
I'm only a little bit guilty of that, and I only say that because on our Facebook group, I used to draw people's profile pictures of people.
Yeah.
I have a picture. I always take my profile picture is always what I think is the funniest picture I've ever drawn.
Yeah.
Currently, it's Emily's professor saying, I'm serious.
Yeah.
And it's like really detailed.
I love
Yes,
that one.
excellent.
I'm serious.
Yeah. Her face is like Beaker.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Stacy is also a drawing that I've drawn for her.
Yes.
I am?
Yes,
in which
you are.
it's you and Flying Squid and Ender Dragon.
Flying Squid and
The picture that I have for you in my phone is the drawing of you yelling at Riley, and you're like,
yeah.
3 times
With
bigger
the
than he
teeth?
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time like you call or text me, that's the picture that comes up. It's like I didn't crop it this way. This is how it like just automatically cropped in all the little thumbnails. It's just angry you. But like when I go into your contact profile, it's the whole picture. But like every time like you call me, it's just angry cases. Like, oh God, what did I do? Oh my God, that's just how it is.
One of my favorite things is hiding Easter eggs in my
Yeah.
animations. Have you guys also noticed? I think we've talked about this before, but not on the show.
I feel like we've talked about it several times on the show.
But
I don't think
whenever the person who is telling the story is talking, they have their arm on the table, but nobody else does.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Did you notice that?
I did. That is pretty nice.
What else? I used to hide Amanda in every animation,
Yes,
but I
I
don't do
remember
it
that.
anymore. One of I think my favorite sight gag that I've ever done is it's the one where it's where you're talking about you have self-inflicted ADD.
Yes.
And you're like, wait a minute. You're like, I just touch whatever I want.
I just touch everything.
He has like 5 arms.
And one of them's grabbing a hold of someone's boob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go, wait, and you have 5 arms going like this.
Yeah, that was great.
That's my favorite.
They're very good.
What else do you guys like?
I specifically picked one out of the recent one he did like last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what it is because it's been so long.
What did I do last week?
I don't know.
I did
I'm gonna
the
try and
ending
find it.
credits that
Yeah.
King of Paradise did.
Yeah. Rolls looked really good in that. by the
Yeah,
way.
that was
It looked like Rolls.
It did.
Rolls' 2014
Which is too bad.
season is not.
It's not for sale.
He is a character.
There's nothing
in
to
itself.
sell.
Except that.
There was no sale.
Yeah. Fat sack.
Fat sack.
Another one of my favorites.
I started
I wanna
thinking
say
about that
something
at
about
work
fat
the
sack.
other day. Like, I'm sitting there, like, in the truck, I'm driving, and I go, fat sack! and the guy I'm working with, what? Nothing? I didn't say anything. I don't know why I said it, it just happened.
Did I tell you I met him? Now he's reduced fat sack.
Yeah, he's not so fat anymore.
Wait, who?
Fat sack.
Fat sack.
It's Rolls' friend named Fat
Skim sack.
Zach, but we say Fat Sack. But
Because
now
the,
he's
fir-
but
because
now
the
he's
first
lost.
time that Roll said Fat Sack, I thought he said Fat Sack, and I went, Fat Sack? You call your friend Fat Sack? And he's like, no, Fat Zach. I go,
You should call Rolls
But-
Fat Sack.
we should.
But now he's lost weight, so he's reduced Fat Zach.
Yeah.
He's
When
trans
Rolls was
Fat
at my
Sack.
place on Tuesday before we went to the comedy bazaar
I'm
area.
just thinking
I
Fat
keep
Sack.
wanting to say
The
comedy
Comedy
zone.
Bazaar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
comedy
the
zone.
comedy bazaar. That's a good name for a place.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my comedy club.
Yeah.
Alright,
Um,
do that.
He was telling a story, and he goes, "Yeah, and I was at the bar with Fat Zach." I went, "Go on." I just waited. I said, "I know. I was gonna let it go." Just, he expected it, and I decided to not deliver that
That's
one
great.
time that he expected it and
Good.
paused for it. It was great.
Keep them guessing.
Yeah, that's me.
We veered off my segue that I wanted to
Keeps
get
me
on.
Well, I
Well,
was-
segways suck.
Go ahead.
They're slow.
They're all
it's
over
hard to
Gettysburg.
balance.
Oh.
Yeah,
They're shitty.
it's just another way to get around.
It's a great way to stay in shape.
It's yeah, sure.
I'll get around.
Like that scooter thing that has a treadmill on it, and you run to make the scooter go. I'm like, why don't you just
Why don't you
run?
just run?
Yeah.
Just run!
Run!
What are you chewing? I'm sorry. I veered away into an extra. That was a Keith paradise.
I saw
Don't
a
mind me,
picture.
go on.
Apparent. I don't know if like it's actual production or if it's just like some sort of shit. But it's a stroller that's attached to a skateboard,
Yeah, I did see that.
and it has handbrakes and steering and shit. It's basically a scooter
I saw-
with a baby duct taped to the front of it.
I saw that. I saw that exact thing. It had a bunch of pictures of
Yeah.
that, and then it had a drawing somebody had. It was like a kid with like sunglasses and skate shoes.
Yeah.
It's like in the air. The skateboard is flipping around. The baby's just still
Yeah.
in there sleeping.
I like it.
Anyway, it's now time for my segment that I've been doing.
Business doing.
There's
No,
a fly in here.
called Today I Learned.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
This is
And what did you learn today?
Things and
today
stuff.
I learned that hurricanes can be used. Hurricanes can be slowed or even stopped by wind turbines.
Well, let's make some down in Florida.
Yeah.
They, I don't know who. I'm just gonna go with they because
They.
that's the general term.
The government.
The government.
You need to
The
calm
government
down,
took
those
my
Tourette's.
I'm
baby.
sitting here shaking with her shaking her legs. I'm like,
Calm down with the
It's like
Tourette's.
there's an earthquake over there. On
yeah,
this house.
fucking Stacy earthquake.
There's a hurricane on that side,
Just
an
go.
earthquake on this
Just
side.
don't come.
I'll be going then.
Okay, just go.
I remember back in my day.
Anyway,
You don't have a day. You have no days.
it's not proven to be effective yet, but it's a theoretical thing. Some company is planning to, off the coast of Florida,
Target.
probably
Target.
Barnes and Noble.
build like a grid of like 100 of these really big wind turbines.
Wind turbines.
So when
turbines.
hurricanes come up the coast, they can just put those things on high. When the hurricanes come through,
Huh.
wind turbines go and they just like
So-
plow it through.
Interesting.
I don't know
Are-
if it would be
what-
possible or
okay.
what
I
it
don't know.
would.
It's
So,
Usually when something like that's theoretically possible, it's possible.
are they going to set it up as like a wind farm, and
Yes.
it collects energy
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
other things?
That's why they're wind turbines.
Okay, no, hold on. What I'm asking is, are they going to set it up to collect energy for other things, or are they going to collect energy for the turbines themselves, and then when hurricanes roll around, they just turn the fans on?
Giant pull cord.
Yeah, and then the fans just run off the energy that they have collected for themselves, and then the
Right.
fans push the hurricane
I
away.
don't know.
It could
It
probably be
doesn't
both.
say.
I mean, hurricanes are so infrequent that they could probably save a little bit of the
Yeah.
energy that they
Yeah.
produce.
They have a
for
wind
themselves.
farm for the wind farm.
If you can make those things powerful enough,
Yeah.
like really
You could
stand
rule the
up
world.
to like 50
Rule the
mile an hour
world!
winds.
Just put them all along the east coast coast facing the ocean, and we're just gonna move the United States over to
We're gonna
Japan.
blow it backwards.
We're picking up Hawaii on the way there. It's gonna be great.
Either we're just
We're gonna drop off Alabama, I think.
And there goes California. Half of California.
Either the United States is going to turn into a giant airboat.
Yeah.
Or we're just going to push the Atlantic Ocean into Europe. Like, we're just going to cause gigantic tidal waves.
Yeah, there's tidal waves all over Europe.
I found Atlantis.
Bloody
Germany.
Americans.
Yeah.
And they're pretty tall, too.
Yeah, I did a report in senior year
On
of high
in.
school. I did a report in senior year of high school about renewable energy sources, and I found out that, first of all, an interesting thing, that if we were to put wind turbines in 1% of the U.S., we could power everything.
Wow.
1%'s an awful lot, though.
Yes, 1%. I just thought that was
That's
interesting.
like Iowa.
And here's the other thing.
Iowa's wind now.
No, that would be.
That's
Rhode-
it.
That would be
Nothing's
Rhode
going
Island.
on in Nebraska
And
except
the
corn.
reason-
That's
That
your
would be-
title, by the
that would
way.
be Rhode
Iowa's
Island.
wind now.
No, it would be Rhode Island at the 1%.
But it doesn't have to be
Doesn't matter.
1%.
Well, they're this
It
big.
doesn't have to be 1% in one spot. It
You
could
take one step and you're out of the state.
be 1% distributed.
No, don't
Yeah,
say that
yeah.
around Rhode Islanders. Apparently, I worked with a girl that was
They're really short people.
yeah.
why
Apparently,
they can all live there.
she was from Rhode Island.
Is that how
Like
it works?
she
I don't
didn't like care or say anything up until Boston won the World Series. And then she's all like, "Yeah, I'm from Boston and everything."
You notice how people keep that shit quiet until a sports team accomplishes
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
I happen to
Win the
reference.
game, get the points.
I happen to reference the dead pilot. She was
Dead
like,
pilot.
From that missing plane?
Yeah.
Oh.
oh man, that's terrible.
soon.
I'm
Too
sorry,
soon.
Internet.
I think
Too
now we
soon.
need to change the name of what we call that.
I heard every woman on that flight was named Amelia.
that should
Oh,
have been a sign, yeah.
God.
We
But
should have seen that coming.
I happen to reference Riley being from Rhode Island
Yeah.
and how like it was when I worked at Amazon and I said Amazon this building is
Amazon.
bigger than the state of Rhode Island, and she just like it was just a passing joke,
Yeah.
and she just like ripped me a new asshole. She's like, it's not that small, it's actually
told her
this
how-
square miles
She
and
sounded
everything.
like Whitey getting into a
I
fight.
would have kept going with the jokes.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say-
would
I
have
did.
made Rhode Island jokes all
Yeah.
day.
Oh, I
You
did.
should have told her how many Walmarts can fit into Rhode Island.
I think I did.
One, yeah. The garden section, basically.
But I
And
called
it
her out on
spills over into Connecticut.
I called her out on her shit. I'm like, first of all, you need to calm the fuck down, bitch. Because it's just a fucking joke. Relax.
You mean
Relax.
Rhode Island?
Yeah. I see what you did.
I see you.
Round of applause.
And then I continued with the joke, and she eventually got up and left.
Good.
But going back to what I was saying.
I'm
yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
The interesting thing, the funny thing, the reason why they don't put more wind turbines offshore,
Yeah.
like just in the middle of the ocean.
Birds.
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 It's
Duh,
birds.
Birds! They got those things spinning so fast, you just see. Ah! Off!
Yeah.
Well,
It's really like a jet engine.
And it's
the-
basically like a cartoon, just feathers fly
Yeah.
everywhere.
the great thing about that is it's so far offshore, no one's going to give a fuck. No one's
yeah.
going to see it.
I don't think it should matter all
Yeah.
that much.
Just kill all the seagulls. We don't need them.
Just put them right
They're
along
not living
the.
at Walmart anyway.
Just put them all along.
Yeah, what are they so worried about?
They're all in that field
Yeah.
you saw.
Just put
Yeah,
them
all the
along
seagulls
coast.
are living in a field in Nebraska.
Just put them all along the coast of Florida and you'll be fine. Just line the coast of Florida, both sides, with these wind turbines.
Them hurricanes
And they'll
are never
go
doing
away.
now.
And Louisiana, they're just like, we're not going there.
Breaking news.
Can we point the wind turbines into Louisiana so all the hurricanes go in that direction?
Can you paint with all the colors of the rainbow?
Have you ever seen
Florida
the rain?
can.
Something about a blue corn moon. I don't even know what that means. I
It's
just
a
remember
moon
that.
that's blue and made of corn.
Right, of course. How could I be so
It's a
blind?
bar. It's a bar in Nebraska.
The blue corn moon?
Breaking news: since the addition of all the wind turbines of the East Coast, the entire population of seagulls has moved inland even further.
They are now land gulls.
Canada
now
is
Also known as birds.
They are now all in Hanover, Pennsylvania, in their parking lots.
It is reported that Canada has now changed their national bird from the goose to the seagull. Back to you, John.
I thought you were going to say the moose, too.
To the moose. Yeah.
That's
Their
Canada
national
has-
bird is now the moose.
Canada has changed their
Canada's a little
national
fucked up. They're
Canada has changed their national bird from the moose to the seagull. Back to you, John.
Moose to the goose.
There's
Back to you.
There's a moose in the hoose.
Back to you.
That's how they say it in Canada.
There's a moose on the loose, eh?
And it's in my hoose.
There's a moose and loose in the hoose.
Dr. Seuss.
There's a moose aloof.
Dr. Hoose.
There's
I
a
never made
moose
that yet.
There's an
aloof
aloof
in the hoose.
There's an aloof moose loose in the hoose.
I made,
That's your title.
I made a cock out of dew.
And a doodle.
You're welcome, Internet. Back to you, John.
You completely lost me. Back to use.
Did we tell you how we were talking about Doctor Who? And I went to say
Doctor
that.
what?
Who?
And it came
What?
out- and then I went to
Damn
say
it!
Dr. Seuss, and it came out as Dr. Hoose.
Oh yeah, and I want you to draw that.
Dr.
I
Who?
keep
That'd be
forgetting.
great.
I don't know how I'm
Oh
supposed
yeah,
to make it.
I was gonna draw that.
I don't know how I'm
Yeah.
I'll
supposed
do
to
it
make
some
it.
point.
Hey there, Jerry. Have you seen the latest episode of Doctor Hoose?
I told you about this when we were at the hotel party, which we should get to after this.
Oh,
God, the hotel party.
They were talking, and I was like, Ed's World,
Yeah.
which
Yes.
is what Tom Scott used to be a part of
Right.
before the lead animator person died.
Yep.
One of the newest episodes, because they do a charity fund now for cancer,
Right.
and they get freelance animators to animate for them.
Mm-hmm.
And the most recent one that came out, they made fun of Doctor Who, and I thought it was brilliant
Oh yeah.
because
tell me about it.
it was like,
That's because it's fun to make fun of.
and now back to Doctor Y. Doctor, the planet is about to explode. How will we get out of this one? Are we going to die? No, don't worry. I've got a box that can go anywhere.
Oh.
Doctor, I just killed my own grandfather. That's okay. It also goes back in time. And they just like
Oh.
sink low and they just go, Doctor, we're trapped. How will we get out of this place? Don't worry. I have a screwdriver that can open any door.
No, can't.
Shut
love
up.
seals.
It doesn't matter. It's a joke.
I'm just saying no, it can't.
Doctor, you're dying. I'll never see you again. Oh, it's okay. I can change into a different person. Oh, now live again.
Reasons why that show will never end.
That's why it never ends.
Yeah.
It is never
That
going
was
to
funny. I
The
was
show
looking,
that never ends.
I was looking at
That's
the
how you-
Wikipedia article just for fun,
Yeah.
just to see what that. They were like,
And it's like,
yeah, they're like, they did mention that the Doctor can only regenerate 12 times for a total of 13 regenerations.
Yes.
The creators of the show are not sure what they're going to do when they hit the 13th Doctor.
Well, they are on the 13th.
No, they're 12, aren't they?
Not technically, because there's the War Doctor.
Who cares?
Oh, Casey, how could you forget
I
the
know.
war? He's
God
like,
damn it,
he's like
Casey!
the most
You're
important
tearing this
one.
family apart with your lack of knowledge of Doctor Who!
Dr. Y?
What?
What?
How? Dr. How.
Get
like that
out.
lady who can't spell.
Yeah.
Dr. How.
I just realized, like, my Canadian Doctor Who could, like, go in another direction. Like, hey, Jerry, have you seen the latest episode of Doctor Who's? Oh, yeah, I love you, Laurie.
You know he would be. Yes, yeah.
That, wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
He's fucking awesome.
But anyway, about
Dr.
Brandon's
Who's-
party, we were going into Brandon's
Yeah,
hotel party.
let's start with the thought lot.
Okay.
Because it went really well.
What
I
time
thought it was a good show.
What time is it?
3 or 7.
Okay.
You got somewhere you gotta be?
At 4, I gotta leave.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway, yeah, we went to the thought lot, and
Yeah.
everybody did a really good job.
Lots of thoughts
I
of
thought it
that
was
lot.
There were
a
so
lot.
many thoughts.
It was progressive.
Yeah.
Ew,
That's
no.
what I was saying the whole
That
time.
was
I have
terrible.
heard from everybody that I talked to, except for the band members and the guy who booked the show.
Yeah.
Those bands sucked.
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody liked those
Band,
bands.
band number one.
Yeah.
We had
the one guy.
Johnny the most depressing man in the universe.
Who was it that said?
I can't help myself.
Who was it
was
that
terrible.
said that they didn't think he knew how to use a microphone correctly? Was it you or was it
He
Rolls?
just,
Probably
at one
Rolls.
point, he just turned around.
Yeah,
And
and he was singing to the back wall.
And we're like, and he's dancing back and
Yeah,
forth, and
like,
I'm like, excuse me?
the first, like, when he played his first song, he was like, he didn't seem all that sure of himself. I'm like, okay, he's good.
Yeah.
And he starts playing. I'm like, okay, I think I can get into this.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
just I just go, oh.
oh no, this is
Oh, no.
I like it. That's not the kind of music I generally listen to all the time.
That's
hell
the kind
no.
of music anybody
Yeah,
listens to.
I thought he was all right, like lyrically
He's
and
okay.
and musically and everything. I just felt he had like terribly awkward stage presence
Yes,
Yeah.
because he was like bouncing around
I
and
never
singing to
even
the
looked
back
at him.
wall. And,
Yeah.
I paid no
He
attention.
wouldn't have
this
wanted
guy.
to.
He seemed like the guy who wanted to be he like tried to be in a screamo band.
Yeah.
But all he
was,
could
but he
buy was
couldn't
an
make-
acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And I also decided to count how many times he
Oh.
said the word myself.
Yep.
In one song. I counted 6. That's a little too many.
That's a lot.
that
should
was
say
that
once,
was only
maybe
the
twice.
first verse.
That was about the time I decided to save Stacy from like the front seat.
Oh yeah, because you left her alone.
Well, because I didn't want to be there.
Yeah, you left
And
her
I
alone.
just like came back and I'm like, I'm saving you. Come with me.
It's better you don't hear this.
Yeah. Which was a good thing because then the instrumental band came on.
Oh
With no
god.
instruments.
Yeah. And they just played like out of their laptops. And
I
this
thought
guy,
I was
this
floating
guy was
through space.
the guy was just standing there. It sounded like a train repeatedly going through a
And then
tunnel.
whenever he said words, it was.
Yeah, he had a microphone. He was going,
With the biggest echo.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. And I'm like, no.
No,
And,
that's
and
all.
then there'd be like this like catchy like Latin conga beat, and then it still sound like a train going through a tunnel,
Yeah.
like chugga 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 chugga, woo woo. Yeah.
It was.
it was just a cacophony.
Yeah.
And I did not see the last bit, which I'm glad about.
The last band
they were
was
alright.
they were alright. Like
comparatively, they were great.
yeah.
They were way too
I
loud though.
That happens.
I don't know if they were a
You
cover
couldn't hear
band or
them
not
singing over
because
the
like
music?
the acoustics of
Yeah.
the room. Like I felt like, and you agreed with me that one of their songs sounded like a Weezer song.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was a Weezer song or like they had a Weezer style
Yeah,
about
the
them.
problem with playing music in that place is it's a factory. Or was a factory.
It's
Yeah.
concrete, everything.
Everything's
Well, if the
concrete.
band
the-
plays correctly, you can
Yeah.
hear it. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had bands in there that just sound absolutely perfect.
Oh, I've
That
been there for
reminded
good
me.
bands.
Yeah.
That reminded me of when I went to New
That is
Jersey.
no shit.
It reminded me of when I went to New Jersey to see Motorhead and Megadeth in the Susquehanna Bank Center.
Ooh.
Motor death.
The
Motorhead.
Susquehanna
I
Bank
wish you
Center.
had not said center, because that would have been
Megahead.
great. And when I saw Megadeth at the Susquehanna Bank,
Yeah.
oh, that was the
I
best
went all
shit
the way to
ever.
New Jersey
The
to a bank.
Susquehanna River.
Yeah.
That
But
drowned
the
him.
Susquehanna,
I drowned
the
them all.
Susquehanna Bank Center is typically an outdoor amphitheater.
Yeah.
But during the winter months, they close in a portion of it.
Yeah.
So it goes from like I want to say 10,000 people in the amphitheater to like I don't know, like
5.
half that,
Yeah.
maybe a quarter of
5 people can come in.
it. Motorhead and Megadeth
Yeah.
are very loud, like
No.
very
Terrible.
in your face bands.
They're terrible.
I don't know what they closed in the amphitheater with. I'm gonna say essentially just like drop cloth and plywood.
Ha.
But they were so loud, and this place was so poorly acoustically set up.
Crucified.
Acousticized.
I would have said that. So,
Like
yeah.
I knew what was going on because I knew the music, but like if someone else that didn't know who these bands were to walk in, essentially it was just echoing.
Well, that's what
It was great.
And then they played.
that's what Lemmy and Doucheface sound like though.
What?
Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustache.
Shut Dave Mustang? Dave
He's-
Mustang?
He's
Yeah.
terrible. Both of those are terrible. Lemmy and his mole that's going to take over the world. And it has a mind of its own. Did you
He
know
probably
that?
does.
Yeah. He's got this massive mole in his face.
He's got this massive mole on his face. It just shoots out. I'm sorry, let me kill
it's
the story.
like,
I love you.
I
When he
don't do
turns his head, you gotta watch out.
Yeah,
Whoa.
because it tells him to
Bloody
kill
mole.
people and it's
Just
just terrible.
about
But
the
anyway,
bloody
back
murders.
to that night.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into Brandon's hotel party.
Well, we went to the
Yes.
diner first.
Yeah,
Is there
diner
anything
first.
notable about that? Not
No.
really.
The ham
No.
It was
was good.
fun.
Yeah,
It was okay, but it wasn't
I
good.
had lots of pancakes.
Diners are always fun.
And I ate your pancakes.
Yeah.
That sounds.
I think I
Unless
almost.
she came over the house.
I think I.
And then she left.
And then I left.
I think I almost convinced the waitress that I didn't know what I want, so she didn't start with me, and she's
Yeah.
like, "All right, seriously, do you know what you want?" And like right there, just like pristine
Well,
list
yeah.
of everything that I wanted. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, well, okay then."
All right.
Okay,
There's
so then-
Hoose in my house.
So then Brandon Klein, who we never talk about because he's...
He doesn't show up too often.
Yeah, he's
That's,
not-
that's the
he's-
reason why.
I think he's good.
He's just too far
He's
away.
pretty good.
He's
Yeah.
good. He invited us back to his hotel,
Oh man,
and that was a thing.
I knew that would be a trip
Oh yeah, it was.
for a while,
Yeah.
and then it would be time to go.
Yeah.
There was a moment, and I knew when that moment was.
When was that moment?
When I said, "Let's go."
Oh.
I wonder how long they stayed in there, the rest of them.
The next day, Joe threw up outside the car at Sunoco.
Nice.
So use that as a measurement of time.
I
and
got
that'll
that.
answer your question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Everyone who was there except for these three here
sober ones.
played. Played a
Kings.
drinking game that looked interesting if there
It
was
was
not drinking
Kings.
involved.
Yeah.
It looked fun.
It
Yes,
was fun.
It was.
And
It
then
looked like it took forever.
well, you
It
know
did.
why it took forever?
Doctor
because
Who?
because
No, it's because everyone went out for a fucking cigarette break.
Because you took 20 minutes doing Doctor Who trivia with Brandon
They were
Klein.
outside. They didn't know we were criticizing.
To counteract that, I pulled a card that
Categories.
no, it was rules. I pulled
Oh.
the card that I can make a rule
I thought
for
you
the
said
rest
rolls.
of the game.
No more Doctor Who.
And my rule was every time that Erica made a meme reference or any reference to Doctor
yeah.
Who, Klein drank.
That's why it was time to go so
Yeah.
soon.
yeah, he got
Because
fucked up.
before
he
that,
got toasted.
before that, I think you did something. I don't know where I'm gonna blame you because I yelled at you a lot. But someone did something, and
How dare they?
this was after. You kept going on the Doctor Who thing, and I threatened to flip the table. But I think Klein said something about flipping the table, and I'm like, please, if we're gonna flip the table, can we take the alcohol off first?
Yeah.
Because if we lose that, I'm going to cry.
I'm going to flip the table.
And Klein sat there. He's like, I like this guy. He knows where his priorities are. And then like 10 minutes later, Klein, every time she says something stupid, you have to drink. The rest of the night, she says something stupid, he's like plastered. And he just like, I don't like you anymore.
Meanwhile, Stacy and I were like sitting on the floor for
Singing.
the majority of this. No,
We were watching.
we were watching the Sprout channel.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
God.
Watching.
We just that was
Kipper?
like the wake. Yeah, it was
Watching
with,
Kipper.
with the guy with the way too high voice.
Yeah.
Whoa there, everybody!
We're going to go right
Julia
up our-
Childs is a dog.
We're going to go right up our
And then we're going to take the chicken and we're going to dress it
In a dress.
in a dress.
And then we're going to go right up our secret around. I hope you'll join me.
I ran out of bay leaves, so I have to go get more.
More? Yes, more.
Mine.
But yeah, throw that in there. Why don't you?
I don't know.
That was my wake up call when I realized kids shows are really trippy.
That's why I was hoping
Yeah.
Ubi would come on.
Yeah.
We
It took me so long to remember what Ubi was because you kept doing this. I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with Ubi?
It's an Ubi.
Oh yeah, it was the hand with eyeballs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They wore a ring with eyeballs, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
And the girl wore like a bow taped to her finger.
So is that like the Doctor Who budget going on? Or what?
20 pounds. You have.
We have $5. We can use our hands.
Brilliant!
brilliant.
And the
Let's do it.
villain is a can of green beans. So many hands were broken. The green beans just kept burning themselves in the hand. I'm like, oh, I broke my hand.
And then
Seasons
there's-
took forever. to
And then the
produce.
green jellyfish, and I like the green beans.
But yeah,
I watched the jellyfish last night.
we saw just how trippy it was because like the in between segments, it was this girl in pajamas and this like fat star.
Was she on a comfy couch?
Yeah, she was just. It was like
Yeah.
the stars like.
Honey Boo Boo?
I
Essentially.
couldn't hear it because we had it on mute.
Right.
But it was
Which
just
is
like,
for the best.
yeah, it was just this fat star just like sitting around just going.
Fat sack.
Fat sack.
Yeah, that thing was pretty terrifying.
Yeah, it was.
My favorite thing that you guys did, because I wasn't paying attention most of the time, but the thing I loved was when you guys started movies as if they were porn titles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Yes.
My favorite one was the one they said that Ethan Tuthill came up with. Now, for those of you at home, Ethan Tuthill,
The dirtiest comedian that there is.
Yes.
but the jokes are very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
very, very smart jokes. But he will never get shows anywhere because he will never get booked with that material. So they said, name a movie that if you change it, it would be a porn title. His was 3 Men and a Baby.
Oh, man.
What was the other one? Indiana Bones and the Temple of Pooh.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
I said it good, but
And
I
then-
can't remember it now.
I can't remember any of mine.
No, they're a little hard to come up with.
Yeah.
Mostly
I said
because
8 Crazy Dicks.
mostly because Jameson was involved a lot.
There was a
Yeah.
lot of Jameson. There was Fireball.
Yeah.
The Marilyn Monroe
Fireball.
Strawberry.
And then then I got like really into drinking because like everyone was like, "Oh, come on, man, drink." I'm like, "All right, fuck it, I'm drinking." So I drank a lot. But then like one of them was never have I ever, and I pulled that. I don't remember who pulled that card, but my never have I ever. Like I sat there, I'm like, I can't think of anything good. I'm like, all right.
I lost every time.
Never have I ever touched penises with my best friend in summer camp in 5th grade.
And Brand.
And Joe, no, it was Joe.
Oh,
Joe
Joe.
looks at me, he's like, that's really fucking specific. Like, what the fuck have you done? I'm like,
I don't do it.
I've never played this game before.
But it's something you never did.
Yeah.
But I lost every time.
Because you touched penises with your best friend in summer camp in 5th grade.
I'm sorry, what?
No. I was never at summer camp.
You want to try again?
Never have I summer camped ever.
You need to drink
Summer
more, I
camp.
think.
That's a terrible camp. Don't go there.
Don't
You'll
go to
lose a
summer
limb.
camp.
Yeah, you'll lose a limb for sure.
Oh, God. Yeah.
It's better if I don't talk.
It is better.
What I've discovered with you, especially on that night, is that your curve of being able to talk is a very interesting
You should see what
relationship
I'm teaching.
with the amount that you drink.
Yes.
The soberer that you are, the
Thanks.
less you can talk.
Yeah.
And it's quite parabolic how the more you drink, the better your speech gets, and it caps.
That's because I have to watch.
And then it just tumbles right back down
That's
to
because
where
I
we
went to
started.
Shippensburg. I had to learn to talk right if a cop came up to me.
Right.
Like that time I had to
But you
talk to
forgot to talk anyway else.
one. I thought you were saying anywhere else. I'm like, no, I can talk other places.
I can talk on the roof. Not a big deal.
I'm on the roof. Good job.
Well,
I am on the roof. Yes, you are, and very drunk.
I'm on a drunk roof.
So that's when you've hit your limit.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it now.
My roof is drunk.
The swagger limit. Let's call it that.
We call it being siphoned. Or I used to call it being siphoned.
That's great.
Whenever you've had too much, you say you're siphoned.
Okay.
Or you're carbonated.
We're on. I'm carbonated. I get carbonated.
Hi, I'm Lennon. I'm Ron
I'm Ron Carbonated. I'm Ron Carburetor, and I'm here to tell you.
Point
I was trying.
proven.
I was trying to say carbonated. Can't
Well,
remember
it
carbonated.
looks like Eric is not going to be on the show for a while.
Unless she's drunk.
Well, that could happen. You'll
Then
just have
we'll
to
have
drive
the
next
best
time.
conversation
I drank this
ever.
time, so I had to no drink.
So,
What drink did you have to know?
Yes. I'm gonna.
it's been a long time coming, but Stacey
Stacey,
should
you
leave
better
now.
go.
Oh,
How
God.
many episodes are we gonna do that?
I
for?
love ejaculation jokes.
It's a thing now.
It is a thing.
It's been a while that TV
That's-
shows. Let me compose my thoughts,
I
but you have
passed-
nowhere to talk.
I was just gonna say,
No,
I passed it on to
You
you.
have,
She can
you
talk on
have
the roof.
nowhere to talk. You can't talk on the roof. You can't talk in the car.
I just passed it on to him.
Yeah, you did.
It's contagious.
So you better watch out, everybody.
I mean, it's contagious.
It's very obvious that people have been running out of ideas for TV shows.
Oh,
That's
that's
But now they're
Breadwinners.
really running out of ideas for TV
Breadwinners.
shows.
Yes.
Frogs that deliver bread and smack each other's ass. That's on Nickelodeon.
Oh.
And they fart all the time. They're just frogs that deliver bread. Breadwinners.
What else? What else? What
They
else
are,
is there out there?
they're inbred
Maybe
frogs.
that's where he was this week. He
That's
was doing a
guest
cameo.
spot for that show,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the thing about the Learning Channel. It's no longer the
There's
Learning
no
Channel.
learning. We talked about this on the way on.
It's the
I think it should be TUC, the Unlearning Channel.
TULC.
Because it's where
And
you
then
go
I'm-
to forget
Or-
all the shit that you
But
do.
then I
Or
just call it
ter-
the What the Fuck channel.
Or just terrible life choices. What was the one that you
That's
thought
good.
of? Or that not you thought of, that you saw?
Oh
saw-
my god! I saw this commercial for a new TV series.
Yes.
And it's about all these guys that are trying, buff up, and it looked like they were in gangs or something.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
And then it
Irish
turns,
Mafia.
and all it is a show about arm wrestling.
Yep, I know. I totally knew where that was going.
Like, you told me about that, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I lost it in
No.
Amish Mafia.
Yeah.
No,
You
that's
dropped out way early.
you saved yourself.
Yeah.
But no, that one, I like
What's it
you were
called?
talking.
It's called Game of Arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I think that
How about the
the
one I
Learning
told you?
Channel comes up with shows by just creating puns based on
Mm-hmm.
occupations and goes, okay, we can do a show on that.
Yeah.
that's a funny title.
Well,
I think they build their shows around
Yeah.
their titles.
However, it doesn't work for Sex Put Me in the ER.
Well, that was just a slow day at the office.
Yeah, there's a show on TLC
One-
now called Sex Put Me in the Emergency Room.
That's I saw
Is
half
there
an
dramatizations
episode
of how they
Some
they
guy got
put it on?
some girl got her head pushed through a wall behind the bed.
Why were they having sex behind the bed?
Like,
No, it was going jet propulsion.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Someone turned on the fans
Remember
prematurely.
the car in Goldfinger?
Yes.
Had that ejector seat?
All right.
Yes.
That's,
All right.
he had an ejector bed.
All right.
Yeah.
but yeah, Stacy told me
It's-
about that Matt.
Okay, I'm done.
That
No,
Game
like,
of
he-
Arms
he-
show.
Yes.
And I was like, this isn't real. I looked it up, and I'm like, it's exactly like you described it. It looks like gangs.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they have teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's teams of people.
And they have tiny legs also, just
Yeah,
like
they
their.
also
always
Does
have
it
like
only
one
work out their
buff
upper
arm,
half?
don't they?
They
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
skipped leg day. They found masturbation at a very early age. And they're like, what am I going to do with this buff arm? Well, arm
Make the other
wrestling.
one
Yeah.
buff.
They look like the Charger from Left 4 Dead 2.
They're gonna say they look like the Charging.
One show that I can't help watching for some reason, but every time I watch it, and usually it's on in a marathon, so like there's a whole day of me just screaming at the TV. Extreme couponing.
Oh, I've watched that.
We've
That's
talked about
ridiculous.
this before.
Some
And-
people have made money at the store.
Yeah, and how people like
Your
they
face.
they have like stacks of coupons
They
like
don't
that,
work. They just sit at home and clip coupons.
and they go out and they buy like 17 bottles of mouthwash
No, it's
and-
more like 300.
and 46 jars of peanut butter.
I would like to
Jeff.
buy the store, please.
Yeah.
Here are my coupons.
And-
We owe you $7.50.
And
Oh,
like they only
Angeles.
they're like, okay, so I've done my math. This stack of coupons with everything that I'm buying, my bill should be under $100. So I only brought $80 with me today. If I am above $80, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, and then they freak out and they cry at the register.
Yeah. Like,
I was like, I'll have to put something back.
yeah.
Well, no,
I
it's
have so many things to put back.
But here's what happens in every episode. I forgot these. Pulls out giant book of coupons out of tiny purse. Here you go. I forgot these.
Yeah.
And-
the day's been saved.
Because it's like, you owe $100, and they start crying. They're like, wait a minute, I found these.
Yeah.
One lady, she ended up spending 50 when she thought she would only spend like 10. She walks out of the store and left and everything, gets home, and she's like, I had more coupons in my purse.
Yeah.
And
That's
then-
what
And she
then
was
there
like crying, and
Yeah.
Then there was that episode of Wife Swap
Yeah.
I don't know, I've
With,
never seen that.
with the.
That's the show that started it all, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it was
No.
Oh, it was
No,
before that.
Wife Swap's been on
No,
for a
yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
Used to be on a major network, didn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe
Swap your
ABC or
It
something.
was
like that.
yeah, something like that. It was the one.
Then they realized
Sounds
the
right.
horrible mistake they
It
Yeah.
was the one.
We can just
where,
give this to the
where
Learning
the,
Channel.
Yeah.
Where the family was in just extreme couponing.
Yeah. I don't remember
Extreme
if it was
And-
Wife Swap. I don't remember if it was Wife Swap or Extreme Couponing. But there's a
Maybe
lady.
it's that episode he was talking about.
There's a
Oh.
lady that there's a room in her basement that she has locked up.
Yeah.
That is all
Stockpile.
cookies, candy, sodas, stuff like
Right.
that. and she allows her kids like 5 minutes a day to go in there and like get an armful of whatever. And then that's their like daily ration of that kind of stuff.
Of food.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna cook for you.
They
Just
call it
get all that stuff.
They call it their stockpile, and they're like,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of my stockpile. Like they dust it and organize it, and they sleep on it. I'm like,
Well, no. The
Sleep on it.
thing is,
I'd like to sleep on a box of Oreos.
the thing is, I remember
Just
specifically
open them
about.
all up and lay them out.
Ah.
Oreos. Oh.
Like sleep on a bed of Peeps.
The thing
Oh,
is
that
that
would be
soft.
squishy.
That'd
And
be
melty.
squishy, and your back would be covered in glitter. You look like you went to a strip club.
the thing is that I remember
Very
about this
sticky.
specific
And you feel
episode
like
of
it's
whatever
empty.
show it was. The rest of it's a finished basement. The rest of the basement looks like a store.
Yeah.
Like it's got rows of different stuff like toothpaste and toilet paper and everything else that you'd find in a store, like other foods. And then there's this door. It looks like it belongs in a bank vault. And it has a lock on it. And then she unlocks it, opens it up, and it's all the cookies and candy and soda and all that other kind of shit that she has to keep under lock and key.
Why?
I don't
I was
know.
gonna say why.
Because they're gonna go bad soon anyway.
Do you think that people are going to rob your house of your cookies?
Let's go shopping in their house.
Yeah.
They just
You
take
could,
a shopping
actually.
cart.
You
Yeah.
probably could.
Yeah.
Price
Like
check.
I wanna know like sometimes there's like reoccurring people on extreme couponing
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there are.
that they follow around all the time and shop.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, why the fuck are you shopping in a store when you could be shopping in your basement?
No, I just like
Use the
more.
shit that you have
And
first.
Because 50 of these expire tomorrow.
No,
And six-
I love the people that are just like, we save a lot of money doing this since only my husband works. It's like, why don't you work?
Because
Instead
I'm
of
too
sitting home clipping
I'm
coupons,
too
go
busy
to
doing
work.
this.
Actually, if you think about it, with the amount of stuff that they buy, the amount of money that they're saving is probably
They buy
better.
30 bags of cookies.
Yeah, but they're spending like
They're going to
$20
eat 2 of them before they expire.
And
Then what do
then
they do?
Then with all
That-
these like
with everything that they buy, it's still like a fucking. It's like 99.8%.
Now, here's what you
Oh,
do.
no, I'm saying it's awesome. I'm just thinking, maybe you should work too.
here's what you do.
Well, no, I think that the
Because
money
then
that
you'd
they
have
save.
more money to save.
No, I think that the money that they're saving on groceries will outdo
I'm-
most. We're having a serious conversation
going?
here.
I'm
You're gonna wait.
Where you going?
I'm sorry
think
I
that the
opened this
money-
can of whatever it was
I
we
think-
opened earlier.
I think the
Worms?
money that they
Beans.
save by
Beans.
doing this coupon
That's a new
thing
saying. Open
is
can of
saving
beans.
a hell of a lot more than if they worked.
I'm not saying they're not saving. I'm just saying.
But I'm saying that the amount that they save out benefits all sorts of money making.
And I'm also saying, imagine how much more they'd save if they still coupon but also worked.
But can they do both?
You're basically saying-
I mean, this is we're
Yeah,
talking
no,
some
no,
extreme
there was an
They
episode
go
where this
dumpster diving for the fucking circulars.
there was an
Yeah.
episode where this lady someone approached her about like, well, we're saving all this money because only my husband works, and then she was asked, well, why don't you have a job, then you
Yeah.
wouldn't have to do this. Well, if I had a job, I wouldn't have time to clip
Exactly.
Yeah.
coupons.
Right.
It is
And
good.
then with all this like
Word bars. Yeah, I'm
all
sorry,
this
I passed that on to you.
stockpile of
Thanks.
food.
Yeah.
6 months later, you have hoarders, and there's like full circle.
yeah.
And we got Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
No.
Fix it up.
It
might
goes-
And then
And
they
they swap
relapse.
lives.
No.
And then relapse.
It goes-
Like, I forgot how great this
It
was.
goes extreme couponing, hoarders,
Yeah.
intervention.
There you
Yeah,
Yeah.
extreme home makeover, and then it goes right back around to extreme.
go. We've figured out the TLC conglomerate.
We're on to you, TLC.
Fuck you! Shut down your shit.
And your
We're on it.
And your computer just explodes.
And their flagship product, Alpha Brain.
Dude, if it wasn't like $30 for
sorry,
like
I
10
had to.
tablets, I would love to try that. Just because like I'm like overactive in my imagination.
Yes,
It's
we
very
are
fucking
fully
weird.
aware of that.
Yeah.